Welcome to this week's Dream Car judging video here at BOTB. We'd now like to hand over to today's lawyer from Onside Law who'll oversee the proceedings.
My name's George Cottle from Onside Law and I'll be overseeing the judging this morning. Firstly, I can confirm that the competition data has already been sent to the auditing company as is. I would now like today's judges to introduce themselves and using the secure link provided, mark on the screen where they think the centre of the ball should be. The group will then come to a final panel decision.
Good morning, my name is Matt Cannon. I'm a senior county referee and footballer and my next game is on Saturday.
Good morning, my name's Roger Wheeler. I'm a referee and I have been refereeing and lining for more than 30 years.
Hi, my name is Matthew Ray. I've affiliated in multiple counties across England and have refereed from grassroots through to professional academies.
My name's Liam Walsh. I'm a retired referee, currently an FA observer and head coach for the Middlesex Referees Academy.
Hi, I'm Jenna Scalacci, retired professional footballer. I'm now a head coach in a Tottenham College programme.
Good morning, my name is Alain Gomard. I'm an ex-professional football player, having played for Paris Saint-Germain, Newcastle and Fulham.
Hi, my name's Renee Hector. I play football for Watford FC Women and I'm a coach for Tottenham Hotspur Foundation.
Hi, my name is Aaron Mendonca. I've been involved in football for over 30 years, first as a player and then as a referee.
Good morning, my name is Leo Donnellan. I'm an ex-professional football player, having been with Chelsea, Fulham and Leyton Orient.
Good morning, my name's Andy Braithwaite and I'm a football referee, mentor and licensed observer.
Judges, please now come to a final panel decision. For your reference, the larger white cross is the calculated average of the 10 individual selections.
Thanks very much, George. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning, Matt.
So we have two players in shot. The player in the white on the left looks like he's slightly off balance. His hands are sort of up, and I think he's trying to possibly get up and flick a ball on. And the player in red and black is looking across directly at the ball. And I think the ball might be coming towards him. His body language sort of suggests that his arm's up maybe for a contact from the player in white, I think, is coming towards him. So I'll draw some lines up. We've got 4 good eyes today. From the white player, he's looking up and slightly to his left. And we've got a fairly narrow band from him. And then from the player in red, again, we've got 2 really good eyes. We've got Rene's slightly lower than everybody else here. And we've got Leo at the top here that's fairly high compared to everybody else's. So Leo, I'll come to you first. If you could explain your view and how you've seen this, that'd be great.
Yeah. Hi, Matt.
Hi, morning.
Yeah, I think the player in white is going to head the ball. I think he's adjusting his position to get to the ball. His both arms are up. His shoulders are sort of raised, so he's going to head the ball, but he's adjusting his position. I think he's slightly leaning back, and he's kind of waiting for that ball to come into him. I didn't think it was as close as the other judges. Mainly because of his body language. I think he's sort of leaning back, waiting for it to come, and then he's getting ready to head it. I also think he's not at the top of his jump. And then with the other player in red and black, I think he's looking quite steeply. So, yeah, with the body language of the player in white and the eyes of the player in red and black, that's why I've gone where I did.
Yeah, thank you. And then I will also now come to you, Roger. You're just slightly to the left of anybody else. You're the dark green cross. There you are, magnified. What was your view?
Similar, Matt. I think the ball is coming in towards the red player, but the player in the white shirt is just sort of jumping in to try and nick it. And I felt he was actually quite close to the ball. His forehead has got quite a frown on it, as if he's pretty close to doing something. So he's jumping, yeah, he's going to try and nick the ball there, and that's my view. Eyes, yeah, okay, I've got him looking perhaps a little more steeply than many of the other judges, but that was my view.
Yeah. So those are the two sort of outside what's really quite a tight cluster. And if I put the magnifier over the calculated average now, you'll see Liam is smack on it. So Liam, what was your view on this?
Yes, thanks, Matt. Kept it simple, really. I'd looked at, both players. We got, as you said, 4 eyes, clear line of sight. Took the opinion that the white shirted player was favourite to win the ball. It was either going to be a standing header or he was going to chest it down. Looked at his, his head's tilted back, eyes are looking to his left, which was critical for me. And then a guy in red, little thing in there was that his eyebrows are raised. His eyebrows and his forehead sort of like scrunched up, so it's definitely giving angle, height to the ball, and that's where I went, where the two lines met. I can see actually why Leo's gone that high. Looking at it again, and as well as you look through the player with white, we've got this like skewers going through of line of sight that people have got. So it's quite an interesting one for me with the 10 judges.
Yeah, no, sure. It's just height. And obviously the ball is slightly in the foreground of them, as we've said before, that they're not looking across, they're looking slightly in front.
Yeah,
on a little triangular thing. So thank you very much. Rennie, I'll come to you. You're just ever so slightly the lowest of the judges there. You're light blue cross.
Yeah, I'm in a similar opinion to Liam. I feel like the player in white is the one who's mainly challenging for the ball. I was caught between whether he was going to head it or chest it. That's probably why I've gone a little bit lower, because originally I felt like he was actually opening his body up to try and chest the ball and try and control the ball. And I've just also used the player in red and black's eyes for the height. Basically, I felt like it was just that little bit lower than everybody else, but obviously in the general same direction that everybody's gone with the player in white.
Yeah, no, great, thank you. And just above you there, you are Jenna, your orange cross. How did you see this?
Yeah, similar to Ren. I felt the player in white, he was about to header it. I feel his body position and his backtracking to get maybe a flick on. And the player in red, I think he was gonna maybe challenge for the ball, but I think the position of the player in white says to me that he's going to win this battle. I've just got the height again from the player in red, and used the player in white's, the white in his eyes to get my point there.
Yeah, so as a couple of mentioned, he's looking quite a long way over with the whites you could see on his eyes. So thank you. Alain, you're the purple cross there in the midst of this again. Let me go and find you there. Did you see it in the same way?
Yeah, quite similar. In fact, I think the play in white actually is on his way up. I think he's up in the air, and looking at his body position, he's leaning backwards. He's got his left shoulder forwards, and I think he might be actually chesting this ball. Looking at it, player, and he's looking forward, up slightly on his left hand side. I don't think the play in black and red is going to challenge the ball, although he seems quite tense. But I think he's looking up diagonally, and basically where the two eye lines meet. This is where I put my cross.
Great, thank you very much. Andy, you're just to the right of Alain. There's your pink cross magnified. Your view?
Thanks, Matt. To be honest, I've got nothing of note any different to what anybody else has said regarding the position of the ball or either player, what they're going to do with it, whatever. But one thing I will say, though, is that you stated at the very beginning the two outlying guys, Rogers and Leo's. If and when it comes to a vote, although Rogers is closer to the grouping, I feel more feasible with the Leos, because it's as stated, the guy is looking a little bit sharp. but I just felt that it wasn't as far left as what Rogers or where Rogers placed his. It's just an opinion.
Yeah,
and
no,
that's for later.
Yeah, thank you very much indeed. Ari, there you are, your pink cross there. You're just in the midst of the cluster. There you are, just above the main group.
Thanks, Matt. Well, I felt exactly the same as Alain. I feel that the player in white is going to chest the ball. He has his left arm open to protect from the charge coming from the player in red. Player in red, he has his shoulder prepared to charge over there, right shoulder. I think he's going to try to get involved in there. He's looking, player in red is looking across. We can see a lot of the whites of the player in white on the side, so which tells me that he's looking to his left a lot. And when I cross-reference with eye lines, I decided that it should be there at the center of the ball.
Yeah, great, thank you. And last but not least, Matthew, you're just to the far right of the main cluster, your yellow cross.
Yeah, I thought
see it? Yeah.
I thought he was going to head it, to be honest. Although he's not thrown his head forward yet, so I don't think it's imminent to be played. Obviously, the player in white is the favourite for this. As Leo said as well, that this player's adjusting, and because of the way he's looking across with his eyes, that's why I've placed it just that little bit further to the right. I think he's really got to adjust it to get over to the ball, but otherwise, not much to add.
Yeah, thank you. So yeah, I think we've got some people think that the guy in white's going to chest it. Some think he's going to head it. Some think he's going to flick head it. I think I agreed with Rennie about that. I just thought the body position where they might be coming together, it might be one of those you're just trying to get something on the ball. But all of those opinions are valid, and some people have made some very good points about the shape of the body and their hands and arms coming up to protect the header and things. So that's really good. If I place the magnifier over the calculated average here, we see that Leo's is quite a way outside the main cluster. So as I've done in the past, I will remove Leo's, which drops it down into the cluster here, and it does pick up Rogers ever so slightly. So we'll go to a panel vote on that. I think personally, I'm of a view with the amount of white on this left-hand player's eyes, and I think that, as Andy's alluded to on this vote, I think we are going to suggest that Rogers is removed. But again, your own opinions and your votes obviously count towards this, and Leo will obviously vote as well. So I'm going to start off by saying that because of the white player's eyes, my view is to remove Rogers as well, and I'll show you that brings it into a very, very tight cluster in the middle there, with everybody's choices being encompassed, with myself removing Leo.
Matt,
so,
can you draw new lines just to see how he stays with
oh
us?
yes, yep, thank you very much. Okay, new lines with Rogers removed as well, I take it. Yeah. Yes, it's a very tight view up from the white player. And again, take his eye up there. So that's quite a tight cluster. We have, difficult to see this so close. I think it's an even split either way as well between who's up and who's, Liam's right on top of the choice still, and Andy's again slightly to the left. So is that okay?
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah, and then there's Rogers back in again. We see it pulls it out a bit to the left, and then Rogers is out. So Matthew, your vote, please.
Yeah, I'd take Roger out. I think the ball's that further to the right.
Yeah, thank you. Liam?
Yes, I agree. I will put a footnote now. I feel that Leo's unfortunate today because I think he's got a very good line from the guy in the white shirt, but it's just that little bit of extra height. And as you've alluded to, that is a very, very tight cluster.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I mean, as we've judged in the past, having someone who's completely outside by a bit of a way is to be removed.
Yeah,
thank you. Jenna?
Yeah, I'm happy with that. I don't think it could get any tighter if we tried.
Yeah, thank you. Alain?
Yeah, no, I'm happy to remove Roger. I think he's looking, the player with the white shirt is looking, further on the left-hand side, especially when you look at the left eye of this player, I can't see him looking really on Roger's position.
Yeah, thank you. Rene?
Yeah, I agree. Even though it actually moves the average a little bit further away from my cross, I just can't see the average being where Roger's cross was.
Yeah, thank you. Leo?
Yeah, I agree. I don't think the player in white is looking that far over.
No, sure. I mean, if I put your choice back in, you can see you're smack in line with the calculated average through the middle of all the choices. So, as Liam said, you're unlucky on height, really, just as the way we're judging this. Thank you. Ari?
Yeah, I agree as well to remove Roger. I felt that the player in white is looking to his left.
Great. And you, Andy?
Choose to remove.
Yeah, thank you. So, George, after myself removing Leo, and we've had a panel vote to also to remove Rogers, we've decided to judge at the average as shown.
Great, thanks, Matt. If everyone's happy, please click submit. Thank you, judges. The coordinates selected are 1, 5, 5, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. These coordinates will now be passed to the auditing company ASITS to calculate the winner of the competition, and they will then inform BOTB. That concludes the judging process. Thank you.